Alright, what's going on, everybody? My name is Monster, and welcome to the PCL Week 5 Team Builder, I think is what it is. This week we face Libraries and the Chinle Charjabugs. This guy hasn't been around too much during the season or whatever. He's missed like 3 matches in a row or something, so I don't know if he's going to be here for our match. He did get back to me on like the other day, but he wanted to battle immediately and I was at work, so I couldn't do it. So his team consists of Mega Aggron, super scary steel type, really bulky, really good rock setter, stuff like that. Then he has Tapu Bulu, in my opinion the worst Tapu. It hits really hard, but other than that it's really not that good. Speed tier is garbage, it's constantly revenge killed. Then he has Milotic, really bulky water type, really annoying to deal with, but I think my team handles it pretty well. Then he has Salazzle, the poison fire type, really fast threat, really good dual stab, really good offensive pressure in general, but obviously being quad weak to ground. Then he has Alolan Muck, really good poison dark type, probably the best poison dark type. Can do like gluttony, 50% berry stuff, and then it also is really good with like poison touch and stuff like that. So yeah. Then he has Virizion, the grass fighting type, really nothing special, times 4 weak to flying obviously. Then he has Dusclops, the really bulky ghost type with Eviolite, really hard to deal with, but super knockoff weak. He has Zygarde 50%. I've dealt with Zygarde 50% multiple times in league format at this point. I've pretty much got a handle on how to deal with it. Just 1,000 arrows shenanigans. Heliolisk, really fast electric type. Pretty standard fast electric type, to be honest. He has type Null. I doubt this comes, but just a bulky normal type. And then he has Mantine, the water flying type. Really bulky, on the SPDEF and the defensive side. So he has 2 really bulky water types. And then his Z move is Grass DMZ, pretty much exclusively for Tapu Bulu, and maybe Virizion, but pretty much for Tapu Bulu. So yeah, that's the Chinle Charjabugs team. To get into our team really quick, we are bringing Tapu Koko. Coco Puff's making another appearance with Shuka Berry with like 100 HP EVs, 252 attack, 152 speed, 4 SPDEF. I don't quite remember what I'm trying to speed creep with Coco, but Shuka Berry is for Zygarde 50%, so I can catch that off guard, hit it with a Hidden Power Ice and kill it, which would be really cool. Bringing Nature's Madness as well, because he actually has a fair amount of switch-ins into Coco, but Nature's Madness kind of cucks all of those. Like Mega Aggron gets destroyed by Nature's Madness, Alolan Muck, Dusclops, Mantine is... I mean, I'm Tapu Koko, so like I want to Thunderbolt the Mantine, but if a Mantine's coming in, it still takes 50% from Nature's Madness, which is really nice. But it's pretty much there for Aggron. Tapu Bulu is a decent switch into Koko as well, because I'm not bringing HP Poison, but Nature's Madness would knock it down to 50%, which is cool. We have Thunderbolt Volt Switch because it's just good general stab, good pivoting options and stuff, and then Hidden Power Ice is pretty much there for Zygarde. So yeah. Next, if we're bringing Coco, we gotta bring Hawlucha. Cade making another appearance, bringing pretty much the exact same set that I brought against the last time I brought it. I think it was week 2, but with a little variation. We have Drain Punch over Thunder Punch. So yeah, bringing the Electric Seed Hawlucha because he has no switch ends into this. His team is very flying weak in general, and yeah, so like once I break down shit like Milotic, I guess, and then Alolan Muck, maybe Zygarde, Hawlucha just destroys this team. Rex type Null, Mantine does not appreciate +2 acrobatics. Rex Heliolisk, Zygarde maybe could take a hit. Dusclops gets wrecked. Virizion obviously straight up OHKO'd by acrobatics. I could probably just set up on that thing. Alolan Muck gets wrecked by +2 high jump kick. Salazzle gets wrecked by acrobatics. Milotic gets wrecked by acrobatics. Mega Aggron destroyed by our flying type, and then Tapu Bulu gets wrecked by acrobatics. So yeah, high jump kick, SD, acrobatics, drain punch. Drain punches so I can get recovery back on stuff that I might not want a high jump kick. Like, I'll probably drain punch the type null because type null can't touch me, but I can get good recovery back on it. So yeah, really just runs through his whole team. He does not have a good switching into this in the slightest. So yeah, that's why we're bringing it. Then we're bringing fully physically defensive Gorgeist. Gorgeist is going to have a really hard time this week because it's trying to wall Zygarde and Tapu Bulu. This is the only thing that I had to switch into both of these. I seriously don't have a good switch in into Bulu, and I don't have a good switch in into Zygarde. So this is just my best one. Bulky Grass is always the best switch in into Zygarde. We're also we're fully physically defensive Gorgeist, so we can switch into those pretty reliably. If he does happen to have Nature's Madness on top of Bulu, I have Synthesis for that, so that's okay. So we're bringing Hidden Power, Ice Synthesis, Toxic, and Leech Seed. Leech Seed is to kind of stall stuff like Zygarde. I can sit in front of Zygarde pretty reliably. Hidden Power Ice obviously hits Bulu, but not as hard as Sludge Bomb would, but I needed Toxic. And then we're bringing Synthesis for general recovery and stuff like that. So yeah, just a super solid set against this team. It walls to his biggest threats against me. So yeah. Then we're bringing Choice Scarf Kyurem. He doesn't have a good switch in into Kyurem either. Earth Power Rex, Earth Power Rex, Mega Aggron, Ice Beam Rex, Tapu Bulu. Draco Meteor will hit Milotic pretty hard. Salazzle's not going to appreciate an Earth Power. Lola Muck, Earth Power. Virizion, Ice Beam. Dusclops we have Shadow Ball for, as you can see. And then Zygarde, Ice Beam, Heliolisk, Earth Power, Type Null, anything. And then Mantine we can't really hit too hard, but we have Draco Meteor again. We'll hit it pretty hard. Just a threat that he doesn't have any switch-ins for, and if I can predict his switches right, we'll be hitting his team really hard and breaking it down pretty easily. So yeah, obviously Earth Power, Ice Beam, Draco Meteor, Shadow Ball is our move pool, and then next we're bringing a really interesting Licky set that I can't wait to try. We're bringing max HP, max attack, 50% berry, belly drum, offensive Licky. I believe that Ian said he brought this for some Mon. It's like his favorite thing to do against a certain Mon. I can't remember the actual Mon. Let me see if I can find it. Licky's it. Okay, it's for, I guess, Milotic teams is Belly Drum Power Whip, because this thing hardcore destroys, like just straight up destroys Milotic, which is really cool. Knockoff obviously destroys Dusclops, and then Brick Break is for Mega Aggron, and it hits Alola Muck neutrally, and then it hits Heliolisk and Type Null really hard. So really interesting set that I'm kind of interested to try, because I don't know how good it's going to be, but I mean, why not? Seems fun. So yeah, next up we're bringing fully specially defensive Mega Blastoise. This is like my main Salazzle switch in, because I don't have a good Salazzle switch in on my team. So that's going to be Mega Blastoise's job. I guarantee Oko with Water Pulse like 100% of the time. And I'm not trying to be very offensive with this set, so I'm bringing Rapid Spin to get rid of his hazards, Toxic to whittle down his team, and then Refresh in case I get Toxic by like Salazzle or something. So yeah, this set can take 1,000 arrows from Zygarde as well. It can take a hit from Heliolisk too, if I'm not mistaken, because I'm fully specially defensive. So yeah, there's not really much to say about Blastoise. It's literally just my Salazzle switching, because I don't have one on my team. So yeah, that's the team we're bringing for PCL Week 5. We took our first L in Week 4, so I'm trying to bounce back and get this W, because losing sucks. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the video, and have a good day.